Hey, I'm Pitter Patter, and about a year ago in my Nael breakdown, I said that I would do a Divebomb guide, and I haven't done one yet, so this is that. And specifically this guide is for the player who is unfortunate enough to be assigned the responsibility of calling out where the markers should go. But if you are that player, you essentially have all of Nael phase to identify where the spots that you can put the Divebomb safely are, as the dragons first appear around the outside of the arena, even before the Mickey Mouse, with the first lightning at the start of the fight, and you'll see them appear here after the boss casts Bahamut's Favor. Now, there'll be 5 dragons around the outside of the arena, and later in the phase, when you get to where the Divebombs actually happen, the first 2 dragons will dive together at the first Divebomb marker, the 3rd dragon will dive at the 2nd Divebomb marker by itself, and then the final 2 dragons, that's the 4th and 5th dragon, will dive at the final Divebomb marker. Now you're probably like, but Pitter, which dragon's first? It's a circle! Well, it's the one at the north, so you start looking north, direct north. If there's a dragon there, that's the first dragon. If there's not a dragon directly north, you start looking around clockwise until you find the first dragon, and you count them this way. In the footage I have here to show you, we're very lucky that there is a dragon directly north, and that's going to be the first dragon. So what I would do next is I'd pan the camera around clockwise, and I'm looking for my next dragons, and we can see 2 and 3 here. And already I know viable safe spots for the first Divebomb are either east or northeast. Likewise, as the 3rd dragon dives by itself, I already have enough information to discern a safe spot to place the Divebomb. Both the southeast and the southwest, that is where the 2 and D waymarks are, would work fine here. Now I realise this might be potentially a little bit confusing, so don't worry if you haven't wrapped your head around it. Once we finish panning our camera around and find the last 2 dragons, I'll show you a complete picture in a diagram. And here's 4 and 5. Now immediately, with all the information, I know that I can call for the 3rd Divebomb to go to the northwest, and that would be completely fine. Alternatively, so long as I didn't point the 2nd Divebomb this way, it would also be fine for me to put them at 3 between the 2 dragons. Now, plotting it on a diagram, this is the dragon pattern that we saw where they were positioned around the arena. And these are the Divebomb positions that I would call and how it would bait the dragon's dives. Now in UCoB, there is no shortage of waymark combinations. Everyone has something different. But I would personally recommend something like this, and specifically those markers on the outside of the arena can help make it much easier to call out where you need someone to go. I hope this has helped, and well, hopefully you should have the knowledge to deal with Divebombs now. As mentioned at the start, you are essentially free to pan your camera around and find where the dragons are at any point in the phase. You get lots of time. I like to do it right at the start, even before the first set of mechanics. The only trouble then is trying to remember the spots all the way until the end of the phase. Now I will say that some of the patterns can get quite nasty, so do take as much time as you need to identify them, especially while progging. I would say even feel fine to drop GCDs, only focus on the task at hand. And don't stress too much if you get one wrong. Thank you so much for watching.